Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Today in this short series, we are going to go over Anwa Noon with Fail Mudare. The types of Noon that can be seen with Fail Mudare. Some of them are going to be seen as part of inbuilt structure of Fail Mudare, and some can come with Fail Mudare in certain situations. So let's see what are the 6 different types of Noon that can be seen with Fail Mudare. The first type of Noon that can be seen with Fail Mudare is Nunul Mudariya. The second type of noon that can be seen as a part of inbuilt structure of fi'l mudari can be nunul rafa or nunul i'rab. Noon that can be seen with fi'l mudari can be nunul waqaya. Noon that can be part of inbuilt structure of fi'l mudari is nunun niswa. Then we can see noon li jamail inas with fi'l mudari, and then sometimes we can see nunu tawkid with fi'l mudari. So the 6 types of noon can be seen with fi'l mudari. The noons that can be seen with fi'l mudari include nunul mudariya, nunul rafa or nunul i'rab, nunul waqaya, nunul niswa, nun li jamaili nas, and nunul tawkid. We are going to go over each one of them one by one. So the first type of noon that you are seeing on my screen is nunul mudariya. This noon is alamatul mudari. When this noon is present in a word, this indicates that this word is fi'l mudari, as in word nakusu. The noon before the first root letter, qaf, is called nunul mudariya. It is just a sign of mudari. It denotes that this word is fi'l mudari. It is seen before the first root letter. It has no status. This noon does denote the hidden pronoun in this fi'l mudari is nahnu. So that is the only thing that you can figure out with this noon. First thing that you figure out is that this fail is fail mudari because of its presence, and therefore this noon, it gets its name from there and is called nunul mudariya because this is a sign of mudari. And the second thing, it can be a giveaway for the hidden pronoun in fail nakusu. With the presence of noon, you know that it is nahnu nakusu. The hidden pronoun in this fail is nahnu. Again, look for this noon, which is noonul mudariya, which is alamatul mudari, in the beginning of the fi'l, before the first root letter. The second type of noon that can be seen with fi'l mudari is an attached pronoun, nunun niswa. It is going to be seen at the end of the fi'l. Anytime attached pronoun attaches itself to a word, it can only attach itself to the end of the word. It can never be found in the beginning, can never be found in the middle of a word. It's always going to be at the end of the word. So nunun niswa is a pronoun that is a part of inbuilt structure of fi'l mudari. It is an attached pronoun. It is taken and understood as an attached pronoun, therefore it is damir muttasil. It is non-flexible like all pronouns are. Mabni, it is written with a fatha. It is non-flexible with a fatha, mabni alal fath. And its status is always going to be fi mahalli raf'in because it is going to be either a doer in fi'l ma'loom, as in word yakhrujna, they go out, or it's going to be naibul fa'il if a fi'l is majhul, or it is going to be ismu fail naqis if it is a part of fail naqis. For example, in yakunna, it is going to be ismu fail naqis. In case of kunna, it is again going to be ismu fail naqis, and still in all 3 situations, it's going to be rough, as we have already decided that anytime a pronoun is a part of inbuilt structure of a fail, as in word yakhrujna or yatina, it is going to be always rough because either it is a file or naibul file or ismu fail naqis. Another important feature about nunun niswa is the fail mudari that has nunun niswa is going to be non-flexible. This nunun niswa makes your fail mudari non-flexible. Now it's always going to end with sukoon, as in word yansurna. Ra is written with a sakin. Tansurna, ra is written with a sakin. It is no longer able to show you its mansoob form, marfu form, or majzoom form by the change in ending. Mudari becomes non-flexible with nunun niswa. This nunun niswa makes your mudari non-flexible, and it is going to be non-flexible with the sukoon at the end, and noon, as mentioned before, it's always going to be written with a fatha. So it is one of the reasons one of the two reasons when your mudare, which is usually mu'arrab or flexible, becomes non-flexible. And the reason, as I said, is that when nunu niswa comes with fail mudare, it makes it non-flexible. The next type of noon is going to be nunul rafa or nunul i'rab. Noon of status or nunul rafa. It is seen in al-af'al al-khamsa, the five af'al that have pronouns aliful isnain, wabil jama'a, yaul mukhataba. So the noon that is the sign of marfu status is called nunul rafa or nunul i'rab. It is only seen in five af'al in mudari table, and those af'al have these pronouns, these three pronouns. They can either have aliful isnain, they can either have wabil jama'a or yaul mukhataba. This noon, as I mentioned, is a sign of marfu status. Mudare that has this noon is labeled as marfu bi sabutin noon. So in word yang surani, the noon at the end, tan surani, noon at the end, yang suruna, this noon at the end, and tan surina is called nunul i'rab or nunul rafa. When this noon is absent, mudare is either mansub or majzoom. Based on the context, you can figure that out. Remember, when this noon is seen after aliful isnain, it is written with a kasra. When it comes with wabil jama'a or yaul mukhataba, it is written with a fatha. The next very important type of noon that is seen with fail mudare is nunu tokid. As the name indicates, it is used for emphasis. It is seen when fail mudare is jawabul qasam. It is a response to an oath. This nunu tokid has two types. It can be nunu tokid al-thaqila, which is a doubled up noon written with a shadda. It can be nunu tokid al-khafifa, which is a noon written with sukoon. Nunu tokid can also be seen with failul amr. Nunu tokid comes with fail mudare when fail mudare denotes future. It is only going to be seen with fail mudare when it is a positive sentence. It is only going to attach to fail mudare. Nunu tokid only is going to attach to fail mudare when mudare has lam in the beginning. Lam in the beginning. Remember, this nunu tokid can make mudare non-flexible. So here, when it comes to nunu tokid al-khafifa, it has been used in Quran just 2 times. It is always written with tanween. As you can see, nasfa'u, when nunu tokid al-khafifa is attached to it, your fail mudari had to drop its dhamma, has to take upon itself a fatha, so it became non-flexible with a fatha, and then noon is attached to it. And in Quran, instead of being written as nasfa'an like this, it is written in a tanween form. Because remember, tanween has a noon which is read but not written. So always remember, when it comes to nunu tawkid al khafifa, it is always going to be written as a tanween. This is one of the two cases in Suratul Alaq where noon where fail mudare has a tanween or fail has a tanween on it. So again, nunu tawkid can be of two types. Sakila is written with the shadda. Khafifa always is written as a tanween. And both these noons, when they attach themselves to fail mudari that ends with dhamma, they make those af'al non-flexible, and the fail becomes non-flexible with a fatha. You can see here, la yus jananna, the noon has gotten a fatha. It became non-flexible. It is marfu in status, but is no longer able to show you its rough status by the presence of a dhamma, because nunu tawkid as-sakila got attached to it. The next type of noon on my screen is noon al-waqaya, which is a harf. It prevents a fail from getting a kasra anytime yaul mutakallim attaches itself to a fail. So in here, yamsasni, when ya got attached to yamsas fail mudare, noon al-waqaya had to come in between to protect fail yamsas from getting a kasra. So this noon that is seen between fail mudare and first person singular pronoun yaul mutakallim is called Nunul Waqaya, Noon of protection, Noon which acts as a shield and prevents a fail from getting a kasra. The last type of noon that I have for you is noon li jamail inas. It is written mushaddad. It is not directly attached to fi'l mudari. However, when fi'l mudari has kaful khitab or haul ghaib as its mafulun bihi, this noon attaches itself to kaful khitab and haul ghaib, the pronoun kaf and ha, to denote that your mafulun bihi in here is a feminine plural word. So this noon li jamail inas attaches itself to kaful khitab that has attached itself to fi'l mudari umat kunna and usarrih kunna. So basically it is attached to kaf and ha, not directly attached to fi'l mudari tubashiru or usarrih kunna. So in here it is attached to kaf, which is a maful bihi for fail mudari. But it can be seen as the part of this pronoun which is acting as a maful bihi. In here you can see hunna and kunna in with fail mudari, not nasartunna. Noon can attach itself to taul file as well, but that is not relevant for this class since this is a relationship between noonat, different types of noon, and fi'l mudari. So these are 6 types of noon that you need to know that can be seen with fi'l mudari. An important fact and a take home point for each and every student of Quran is there are 2 types of noon. When they attach themselves to fi'l mudari, they make fi'l mudari non-flexible. And the 2 types of noon that are going to make mudari non-flexible are Nunun Niswa. First is Nunun Niswa. Yansurna, Tansurna becomes non-flexible because of Nunun Niswa. And Nunu Tokid Al Khafifa and Nunu Tokid Al Sakila, when they attach themselves to a fail that ends with Dhamma, that fail drops its dhamma, takes itself upon itself a fatha and becomes non-flexible as well. So if there is a question that is asked where you are asked that what are the 2 different types of noon that can make fi'l mudari non-flexible, do not forget about nunu niswa and nunu tawkid. With that, I will end the session. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك wa natubu ilayk. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.